Our goal as financial planners is not to die with the most money. It's to create the most memories. It's to live life, to get the most from your money and your life. Rabbit, and Happy New Year, people. It is lovely to be here. New Year's Day, 2025. This is the series where I try to give you little snippets of financial good luck on the first day of the month, in the spirit of rabbit, which is the superstition that if rabbit are the first words out of your mouth on the first day of the month, 2024 was a year, wasn't it? We got a lot to face and deal with coming up. One of the most influential things that I did in 2024 was read a book called Die with Zero. I even gave it to my husband as a gift, and he thought, this is kind of weird. But the whole point is that our goal in life, our goal as financial planners, is not to die with the most money. It's to create the most memories. It's to live life, to get the most from your money and your life. And the author has several suggestions on how to do that. One of which is looking at the years remaining in your life and dividing it into decades. And then thinking about the things you really want to do and deciding, hey, in which decade does this make the most sense? So next month, I turn 58. So if I think a decade ahead, I'll be turning 68. And then 2 decades ahead, I'll be turning 78. There's quite a lot of travel that I really like to do. In which decade is that going to work the best? In which decade am I going to have the highest likelihood of having the health, the mobility, the flexibility, the ability to take those trips? It might be this decade coming up, the one I'm in now. And that influences how I make the decisions. Instead of putting it off, someday, in the future, down the road. But it's not just about big ticket items like trips. It's about things like, keeping my commitment to go out for a walk every day. If I keep the benefits be postponed as well. So it's just an interesting way to think about time. And honestly, it's not depressing to think, I have less time ahead of me perhaps than I have behind me. I think of it as kind of a permission slip. Like, it's totally okay to do the things that I want to do. And of course, a lot of us have realities that don't give us completely free rein. But even within your circumstances, are there things that you could do this year that you've been postponed? That's kind of where my head is. And I'm certainly not presuming to tell you what to do. I also wanted to give a shout out to 2 groups of people who are also quite influential. One is AGC, Advisor Growth Community, a wonderful group of financial advisors from around the country. I met my colleague Janice through AGC. I met the fabulous women in my mastermind. And they're really just a lot of great people. And the people from Shaping Wealth, which are really cutting edge thinking about how we as financial advisors guide humans with money. It's not just math and numbers, which is kind of something I instinctively knew and why I like this profession. But they really put it down and make it clear, bring the science behind it and the human side behind it. So those are my thoughts for New Year's. I'm getting out now to take my walk because in a little bit I'll be plopped on my couch watching the Mummers string bands. Philadelphia New Year's tradition. It's quite something, let me tell you. Happy New Year, everyone. See you soon.